Hi, legends. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Friday? Everyone getting ready for the weekend? What is Bitcoin going to do before the markets close today? Always that conundrum. I always see nice little price action from the price of Bitcoin on a Friday, especially before the weekend closes. Well, the stock market closes for the weekend, and then you see that nice little volatility from the price of Bitcoin just before the weekend, and then on Saturday, that boring price action that just goes sideways, and hopefully here by Sunday, just before the markets open, that's where you start to see volatility again. So the big question, I suppose, is, will the volatility today be to the upside or to the downside? That is the question. Are we going to go and grab some liquidity and make a false move? Right, a lot to analyze here today on the price of Bitcoin. We can jump through some altcoin requests towards the end of the stream if there's some time available. Smash up the like on your way in, and let's get this party started. Welcome, everyone. Okay. I see we are joining. Thanks, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, for being in the house. NK Legends, welcome. Alexander, I see you. Bagus, hello, Legends. Mustafa, hi, Legend. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, thanks for joining. I see that's Jerome Powell in the stream as well. Mr. Jerome, what is going to happen? Are we going up or are we going down? Are you giving us some good news, or are you going to give us some massive downwards momentum? What is going to happen? Right, let me please, sir. Yes, I'll get to the altcoins. Hemra, hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, welcome. Okay, let me share my screen over here. Okay, right, let me do this and zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think it will touch 62,470. That is a very specific level. Okay, 62,470. Like literally, yeah. Okay, oh, you're targeting the high over here. You're targeting the high. Is that what you're saying over there? Welcome, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Welcome to the stream. Hemra. Okay, cool. Let's get the party started. Legends. Okay, we have to acknowledge, okay, I'm just looking at the structure here on the 1 hour time frame. The one thing we have to acknowledge is we have some massive topside resistance, and this is why I also included this resistance box over here. We have some highs, and most of them tap the 0.88, 0.88, 0.88, and usually when you have multiple taps from a 0.88 perspective, when you draw your fibs, it increases the probabilities that you can come and claim these highs once again. Okay, and most probably smash them. The question is, are we first going to do this, okay, or are we just going to rampage out from here, retest it as support for continuation here to the upside? And I mean, there's a third scenario where we just lose the momentum and we fall to the downside. At the moment, purely based on technicals, okay, the probabilities for us is still higher to go and claim the high before we claim the low. Okay, it's just a game of probabilities. Probabilities are still higher to claim the high first before we claim the low, based on this corrective structure with the multiple 0.8 touches here on top. Right, and you all know from a resistance and a support perspective, the more times you tap a resistance or a support level, the weaker it becomes, increasing the probabilities that every touch that you get, you might just get that explosive move to the upside and continuation. As per the thumbnail, I also highlighted perhaps 66K, okay, is the next target. And what needs to happen for us to hit 66K? And I'm being conservative over here. I'm aiming the $66,000 level because it has so much confluence and resistance around it that I don't want to yet aim for a little bit higher at the moment. Okay. So first things that needs to happen is when I zoom into the structure over here, okay, and the reason also I have the stairway inside of my thumbnail, just want to bring my mic a little bit closer, is that since 15th of August, up until where we are now, okay, the 23rd of August, we have been climbing the stairs here to the upside. And the friend is your trend. The trend is your friend until the very end, purely from a technical perspective. We have a low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, and so the story continues. And now inside of this structure, we also have this little momentum here to the upside, which we've beautifully been respecting since yesterday. Okay. Question is this little momentum line going to hold to give us that continuation here to the upside and break out? Okay. Or are we going to lose this momentum, okay, first before we break out? So quite honestly, my preference, and I don't always get what I want as a trader, what I would like to see from the price of Bitcoin, and we can go into it a little bit more detail, is to see a move like this. That's what I would like to see, but we might not get it. Okay. For now, the trend is your friend, and this trend is holding at the moment. And every time we come back down to the trend over here, we form local bullish CVD, confirming every time that you can go higher, 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 higher. But we also have some bearish CVD building up between these pivots over here. So we have some bearish CVD over there, but more locally inside of this structure, we have bullish CVD. Local CVD always takes priority over larger CVD. It's just something that you need to learn, okay, and get used to. Right, which means that the local bullish CVD building up in this structure can invalidate the bearish CVD and shoot up from here. Question is it going to be another rejection here from the high, okay, where you lose the trend and you fall down? Okay, where the bearish CVD will in actual fact play out, where the bullish CVD confirms momentum to the upside, you find the weakness, bearish CVD kicks in, and we fall down from here. Okay, so the next highest probable trading scenario that I see here on the price of Bitcoin is that this level needs to hold. This level needs to hold, okay, in confluence with the trend. So the easiest way to explain it is to say that when you have a low and a higher high and a higher low, you know, purely looking at market structure over here, okay, and if I remove all the trends, just take all the trends here out the way, it's this one, and take the brushes out, what you would like to see is just zooming to this price action, okay. From a market structure perspective, if we fall down from here, you do not want to claim this low. So if we fall down, what you would like to see is still a higher low form over here. Then there is still a chance for us to bounce and go to higher level. Okay, just throwing the trend line out the way at the moment is because what a lot of people will see is they will see the trend, they will see us lose the trend. Okay, so be careful out there. Really be careful with shorts over here. Okay, you can still break the trend where a lot of breakout traders to the downside will enter shorts over here. They'll put their stop losses above the high and they will aim for much lower levels, only to form yet again a higher low for continuation here to the upside. So just be careful, because this scenario could definitely play out where a lot of breakout traders shorting the trend over here. Yes, we're going down, we're going down. Yes, we're coming back for a retest and we're going to reject again. And then it doesn't reject, it breaks back into trend. Okay, yet again, keeping the market structure intact for another higher high over there. Okay, so definitely something to keep an eye on over here. Take the scribble here out the way. Okay, right, so that's basically the scenario that I'm looking at over here. But I mean, we always have to look at both sides of the coin, or, you know, the sides of the coin as well, the upside, the downside, the side of the coin, is to say that, well, there's definitely, okay, I mean, I'm not always right from a technical analysis perspective, But what I can tell you is if we take this low, okay, and we start changing market structure, we break down here, we do retest this area as resistance. There's more bearish CVD building up, giving you confidence that the momentum could potentially continue to the downside, okay, and you take this low, then, okay, you want to short the retracement because you could come back up, make a lower high. Okay, for the first time, you've now made a lower low, you now make a lower high, and you start changing market structure back to the downside. So basic technical analysis is you just looking at market structure changes from a price action perspective, which will give you that confidence to either short or to long to the down, or long to the upside or short to the downside. So very important that this market structure stays intact for momentum to continue to the upside. Okay, hope that makes sense. Smash up the like for the alpha over here if you guys, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the education. Right, I want to zoom out onto the 4-hour time frame and just look at the structure and take the point of controls out here, just clean it up a little bit, and just take this Fibonacci out the way as well. Okay, sorry, I moved my camera around. Okay, the one scenario, as per my live stream yesterday as well, is that it's still a little bit early to call, but if this momentum remains here to the upside, okay, even if we get a dump, okay, and we get continuation, yet again forming the lower high over there, this pattern, right, still definitely has a possibility of playing out. This one over here. This is still intact and definitely still a possibility to play out, okay, where we're forming like we did over here. When you look at this structure, okay, just a quick little recap for those of you that haven't seen it yet, okay, is when I look at, oops, where are we now? Sorry, I got lost there for a moment. When I look at this structure over here, let me just switch this off, okay. Just want to zoom in here a little bit so everyone can see it clearly. You can clearly see here, okay, nice little trend to the upside. Oops. Nice little trend here to the downside. Okay, and this is what it's referred to in Elliott wave theory as a leading diagonal. Most people know this as a bearish pattern, a bearish pennant to the upside. And what does happen sometimes is, yes, there's always the possibility to go and claim the low. Okay, but from an Elliott wave perspective is that when you have 3 wave structures inside of this pennant, okay, and you can clearly count a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, or is it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C? Okay, however you count the structure, you can count 5 waves inside of this entire structure where it loses the bearish pennant. A lot of people entering shorts, they're shorting the market, expecting to come and claim the lows, and you form a higher low, and you continue the momentum to the upside. So what I'm showing you over here could be playing out on the bigger time frames, where this entire structure on the 1 4-hour time frame is repeating itself. So let me zoom out and show everyone. Okay, let's go back onto the 4-hour time frame. Now you will see, okay, exactly what I've shown you just now. If I switch this back on, okay, this is now playing out on the bigger time frame. Potentially, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed in the market, okay, where you will most likely form that leading diagonal that I've just shown you. Yes, that 1, 2 that I've showed you in this little structure over here, that little 1, 2 over there, where we can definitely go up and we make a 3rd wave, we make a 4th wave, we make a 5th wave, and then we fall down. Oh, we're going down to $30,000. You know how it goes. When the market dumps, we're going back to $30,000, right? And you make a higher low. You make a higher low, like happened, exactly what happened here. So is this a repeat of what happened here? Definitely a possibility, okay? I like to talk about leading diagonals once wave 3 is in, okay? And especially when you start falling down and you form bullish CVD against these pivots, then you know, okay, perhaps there's another wave here to the upside, but you respect this trend here, and then you make the larger correction to the downside, scaring the crap out of every trader, okay? Definitely a short opportunity over there, okay? And then bam, you get the explosion here to the upside. So definitely something to keep in mind from a bullish perspective. Okay, so what you would like to see, obviously, now from this structure is that if I take a fib here from the high to the low, and this is now where it gets interesting. This is where it gets very interesting, because also this bullish scenario over here also has confluence. Okay. Do I still have it here with this? An harmonic pattern. Okay, a 𝗬𝗏𝗽, it's referred to as a 𝗬𝗏𝗽 harmonic pattern. And basically these patterns are also regarded as reversal patterns, but okay, without going into too much details, it has clear profit taking areas. Usually when the D point is in, you start taking profits by the 618 between this C point and between the D point. Okay, and right, let's see how this is going to play out. And I mean, this harmonic can extend a little bit to the fifth wave as well, where you're basically getting a dump, you get a pump, but you are not breaking the 786 level over here. Let me do that. Okay, here by the 7, so taking a fib from the high to the low, you can see that if this had to play out here by the 786 level, round about the $66,000 level that I've highlighted during the thumbnail and the title, okay, is where we could potentially still get a rejection and go and make a higher low. Okay, but because this is a harmonic pattern, it also has a great probability of coming to claim the A point. Okay, because this is regarded as a reversal pattern as well, but it has profit taking areas that you need to stick to when price falls to the downside, because you never know. It looks like a 𝗬𝗏𝗽, it smells like a 𝗬𝗏𝗽, and it gets the momentum to the downside. Everyone has their TP area set here at the A point, and it makes a higher low, and it starts finding support here by the C point. Okay, and it continues the momentum to the upside. So even when I trade 𝗬𝗏𝗽 patterns, okay, and you find them everywhere on the 1 minute, 5 minute, daily time frame, you see them on all the time frames. Okay, when I trade a harmonic pattern, I always take profits on the way down. Okay, between the D point and the C point by the 618, I take profits. I leave some of the position open and I take profits by the C point, and I leave some of the position open to take profits by the A point, because it could definitely look and smell even like a leading diagonal here to the upside. You're looking for the higher low, and then it just falls here to the downside. So as traders, okay, we enter with good risk management, and we pay ourselves on the way down when the trade works out in our flavor. Okay, smash up the like if you guys enjoy the alpha over here. Meeting today, right? Yes, Mr. 𝗬𝗏𝗽𝗃 is here in the comment section. Actually, he's going to tell us whether there's a meeting or not, and what he plans to say in the meeting. Perhaps we'll get the alpha first. Yes, but there is a meeting today. I liked Promise Bin Chicken. Thank you so much. 70 folks in the chat and only 29 likes. Ah, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. It's the like button broken. I don't know if the like button is broken. Could that be my favorite ascending wedge? Yes, it could. It could definitely be. Okay. So let me, before we continue with the price of Bitcoin, let's just change flavors a little bit over here and change gears into, I want to talk quickly about, I'll hint at 5 over 25. Mr. 𝗬𝗏𝗽𝗃. Okay, I want to quickly talk about USDT dominance. Okay, for those of you that do not know what USDT dominance is, let me just switch it back here to regular, so that I can, wait, did I break this now? For those of you that don't know, that do not know what USDT dominance is, it is basically, okay, how much USDT is taking preference at the moment. So the easiest way for me to explain it is, when you need USDT, which is a stable coin, to buy your favorite alts like Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever you like to buy. When USDT dominance goes up, okay, it means that people are selling their crypto and they're going into stable coins. When USDT dominance goes down, it means that people are spending their stable coin to buy crypto. Okay, so what you would like to see for a bull market and for momentum to carry on to the upside is this needs to fall. Okay, it needs to fall down, right? And you can see with this momentum that we've had here to the upside on USDT dominance, this is what's caused the sideways momentum here on Bitcoin. And you can see there's an absolute perfect negative correlation between the price of Bitcoin in red and the USDT dominance. USDT dominance falls down, you have a bull market. Okay, USD dominance goes up, you have downwards momentum. It goes up, you can see exactly in reverse. This is how it's working at the moment. So ideally, what you would like to see is for Bitcoin dominance to reject in this area and fall down again. Another interesting thing to note about USD dominance is that since its inception, since USDT was created, it has never lost this trend to the upside. Okay, it's just never lost the trend. So everyone might ask, okay, well, if we're going to have a massive explosion here to the upside from a bull market perspective, I mean, is it just going to be this? Okay, is it just going to be this? It comes back down, bull market over, and then we go into a bear market again, okay, where it bounces on the trend. Definitely a possibility. Where it becomes interesting for me is that this, okay, is the regular scale that I have over here, okay, the regular scale. I just want to take I'm trying to remove the Bitcoin that I've added over here and I can't remember how to do it. Okay, let me just undo all this crap. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Okay, there we go. Okay, but when I switch to logarithmic, sorry, that took a while. When I switch to logarithmic over here, can everyone see that? Okay, I think my head is in the way. But when I switch to logarithmic, then the picture becomes very interesting. So on the linear scale, we have never lost the trend. But on the log scale, okay, we have lost the trend. Can everyone see over there? We have lost the trend and we have now retested this area together with the trend and the underbelly resistance as resistance, which means that we could find ourselves breaking down for the first time in history. Okay, where it's going to break the linear scale as well. So maybe that's a little bit more exciting. So I just wanted to highlight this to everyone to say that, well, maybe you need to look at things from different perspectives. On the logarithmic, on the linear scale, we are still within trend. But on the log scale, okay, we have lost trend in January 2024 already, okay, where we fell to the downside. We came back and we retested the scene of the crime together with the trend underbelly resistance over here, and it looks like we are currently finding our way down here at the moment. And I can guarantee you guys, if we lose the support, I mean, I think we're going to see a bull market like we've never seen before. But I mean, if it does bounce here, maybe it bounces, it gets back momentum here to the upside, it can go and retest the trend again, and maybe that will be our bear market and this will be our bull market. You just don't know, right? Because you can see with these small little moves that looks insignificant, that's where we got our previous bull cycles from. So the move doesn't have to be significant, it just needs to be large enough for stable coins to flow into our favorite alts and Bitcoin. So I just quickly wanted to highlight this. I found it very interesting. I was playing around this morning between log and linear scale here on USDT dominance, and I came across this and I was like, okay, I see some of the technical analysts talk about the linear scale. It's never been broken. We're not going to see a great bull market. It's going to be short-lived. And then when you switch to logarithmic, you're like, hang on, the picture looks a little bit different here on logarithmic. Okay, so you heard it here first. If we fall down here, and we retest this area, as resistance, and we continue momentum here to the downside, right? You heard it here first, because definitely a possibility. We have already lost trend. We've retested it as resistance, and this could definitely be the start of something great. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I think it's important to look at things from different perspectives, because from a regular perspective, I mean, it looks strong. It really looks strong. Okay, the trend is intact since the inception. Trend is intact. Beautiful bounces over here. It just looks like we got a little bit of resistance, and what it looks like is that you're going to come down and just bounce again and go back to the upside, okay, because you're not losing the trend. So quite important area for this. This is quite an important support, okay, that's either going to hold. This is either going to give us a small little mini bull run, okay, maybe we go to $100,000 with this little momentum to the downside, and we bounce and we go into bear market. I don't know, but I can tell you guys, if we lose this support and we retest it as resistance, we will be breaking this trend for the first time in history from a linear perspective. But from a log perspective, it looks like it needs to happen. Okay, it's definitely a possibility. Okay. Right, I found this very interesting. I'm not going to go and fix it all up now again. Hope you find value in this. Let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. What is happening? I want to look at CVD as well. Also remember, down in the description of this video, here are the exchanges that I use to do my daily trading. Bluffin, 80k bonus when you sign up, no KYC, proof of reserves. Bybit, 20% reduction in your fees, and also 𝗞𝗍 with the lowest fees at the moment. You qualify for the biggest bonuses by using the links down in the description. Go sign up, come trade with me. And also, if you haven't checked out Andy yet, my fellow partner and trading buddy, okay, Andy, the link also down in the description. Go and give him a follow if you have not followed, if you haven't seen his channel yet. Okay, right, I want to see what CVD is doing here. Okay, I mean, we have to acknowledge that we've got some bullish CVD. Bullish CVD on white. Okay, I'm not too concerned about yellow because it already played out. We had bullish CVD there. Okay, we had bullish CVD there. The target was the high. It played out. So I am more interested in what white is doing here at the moment. But then interestingly, when I zoom out, okay, this is what's concerning here at the moment, is that when you look at there was some bearish CVD forming. Okay, there's some bearish CVD, aggressive bearish CVD here, of which the target is the low, and we have not claimed the low yet. But like I've mentioned during many of my streams, is what you want to see is local price action. Okay, what is happening more locally takes priority over something that's in the past, that has, even though it hasn't played out yet. So I am more interested what's happening between these pivots and these highs to tell me whether this can play out. So if I start seeing some local bearish CVD, it tells me that this CVD can play out where we're going to come and claim the low. And that low is, maybe zoom back here onto the 1 hour, is that area where I said that needs to hold. Okay, so let me just clean this up. Okay, sorry. Right, is the lower high that we still, or the higher low that we still need to form. Okay, so if we come back down, there's that pivot, right, that I've just highlighted on CVD. If we can SFP from this low and get acceptance back above without taking these lows, I would say we have a chance. Okay, where the bearish CVD then plays out, it takes the low, the bearish CVD plays out, we get acceptance back above, and we finally go and break this resistance to the upside. But I mean, depending on how Mr. Jerome Powell is, the speech is going to go later tonight, we might just get a front run and it breaks out from where it is right now. It just breaks out. What you want to see is a retest, some bullish local CVD, to confirm momentum here to the upside. Okay, so I mean that 786 level at $66,000 is definitely a possibility. Okay, right. Let's go through some comments over here. Could that be, I've gone through that. What time, or rather how long until meeting? It's closed the door. Let's go check that out. Okay, I've got my bookmarks here. Is it the Forex economic calendar? Let's see. Let's go high impact. If you don't have this, please go and check it out. I mean, it needs to be as part of your favorites as any trader, right? So 4 p.m. Fed Jerome Powell, Jerome Powell will be speaking. That's 4 p.m. Central European time. So that is in 9 minutes. So can we get some volatility during the stream? That would be nice to see. Okay, so in 9 minutes, Mr. Jerome Powell is going to start talking. And it's not a big news event, you know, where we're waiting for an interest rate hike that is published and then the market reacts accordingly. This is going to be a speech and the market is going to react depending on what he's saying. And good news, bad news, whatever the case might be. I prefer to stay out of the market during news events. Okay, let the market settle down and let's see how it goes. Okay, right, take this out the way. Appreciate the analysis. Can we look at base die with? Thanks, Legend. Everyone wants to look at their altcoins. Which is continuation pattern either to the up or to the down? Yes. Mr. Ghost Levi, welcome to the stream. Good morning, dear Vault. Right, let's continue the analysis over here. I just want to look at what is the 3-minute telling us. I'm telling you, the market is waiting for the news. The market is waiting for forward clock. Okay, you can see it's not much happening. Very neutral here at the moment. No, I want to say no bullish, but it looks like bullish wants to form here on white. Right, let's see. Okay, so I mean, keeping things simple without complicating it. Okay, let's go back onto the 4-hour. When in doubt, zoom out. Is that what you would like to see, regardless of what's going to happen at forward clock? If you are bullish, what you would like to see is for us to break this resistance. You want to see us claim the highs with some nice green volume kicking in. You want to see us break the highs, flip it into support for continuation here to the upside. I will definitely keep an eye on the 786 level over here for potential rejection. Okay, so when you take a fib, remember how if I draw this fib over here, okay, and the reason I'm saying from a Fibonacci perspective, look at how we rejected by the 618. Okay, we rejected here by the 618 and we just struggled, okay, we struggled. So definitely a possibility when you get to the 786 that you're going to struggle, potentially, okay? Or are we going to get that blast off you to the upside? There is another more bullish scenario. Remember the leading diagonal that I've spoken about here, the leading diagonal that's potentially forming here. There is another more bullish scenario that I have not shared with you guys yet, I think. Okay, so let's quickly go through that. So if we do get blast off here to the upside, we are not caught off guard. Okay, so if this happens where we claim the high and we just get candles here to the upside, we ignore the 786 level, the godly pattern doesn't play out, we just get continuous bullish momentum here to the upside and we start breaking out where the leading diagonal is basically invalidated, all the bearish scenarios are invalidated, and we go and claim the high. This is the scenario that I'm looking at. Okay, we just have to be prepared for all cases over here. Okay, it is most bullish scenario over here. Okay, and this scenario is absolutely insane. Okay, I don't know if this is going to play out. At the moment, it's not my highest probability scenario, but it's not invalidated. So definitely a chance that this can play out. So for the bulls out there, this is what you want to see. you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure and a wave 1. Number 2 is already in, where you have your wave 2 here to the downside. You have a WXY corrective structure in number 2. You have 5 impulsive waves here in number 1. Okay, and now you want to see a massive, okay, explosive third wave here to the upside. So I mean, yes, I can move this a little bit up like this, right? That looks better, where you are building a multitudes of double 1 2 double 1 2s over here. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and you're going to get an explosion here that's just going to leave everyone behind. Okay, and the third wave can go higher, but this is my conservative target at $78,000. So let's just be prepared for this scenario. Okay, $78,000 if this scenario plays out, where it throws the leading diagonal out the way, it eats the 786 level like it doesn't even exist. Okay, we just need to be prepared. So if we do get insane price action here to the upside, we can at least say we knew that the scenario could play out. Okay, and we can go to $78,000. It can go to 92 as well. Third waves, okay, really like the 618 level, and it doesn't have to stop over here. It doesn't have to stop. I see that as the minimum third wave target. It can go to 92. It can go to $105,000. Okay, and this could potentially be, and this is why I'm saying that a lot of people are looking at this structure extremely bearish. All I'm saying is there's always a possibility that this structure could take us to $100,000. Okay, where the low is in, catching everyone off guard, price action, leaving without them, everyone forcing everyone to buy in at higher levels. So we just need to be prepared for in case that works out. And I think, you know, also looking at the scenario, when I zoom into the 8-hour time frame, we have to acknowledge, okay, inside of this range that we've been in since March, okay, this whole entire range, purely from a range perspective, the range traders out there, they know when you get acceptance back inside the range, you increase the probabilities of coming to tap the top of the range. Okay, so a lot of people might see this, okay, 786, there's a major point of control. A lot of people might see this as, okay, this is going to happen. But you do increase the probabilities once you get acceptance back in the range, and we do have acceptance now back inside the range, that you're going to come tap the top, and then, okay, will the rejection take place over here? I think from a probability perspective, if we're going to go back up again, okay, you tap this multiple times, you know, it becomes weaker. You do have that possibility of breaking out, okay, forming your third wave, fourth wave, retests the top of the channel, and then you continue momentum here to the upside. So we need to be prepared, legends. We just need to be prepared for all scenarios, okay? So this is the most bullish scenario, and this is why I'm saying that this structure, okay, definitely has a chance to catch many people off guard, because there's a lot of people looking at this structure as being a three-wave structure, an ABC. Okay, this is corrective, right? Where we could see this one. I think this is what a lot of people are looking at. Let me switch this off and do this one. This is what a lot of people are looking at. Okay, three-wave structure. WXY. You reject by the 786 harmonic pattern that I've spoken to everyone about. You swing failure from the highs over here. You find weakness, it looks like you're breaking up, you complete a WXY, and you go take the low. Bam. Okay, so zooming out here a little bit, what it basically means is that if I go back here onto the 4-hour time frame, you are continuing the momentum to the downside. You have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, which is this a WXY, and you're continuing the momentum here to the downside. Definitely a possibility, okay? We cannot rule this out. And this is the structure that I'm even saying okay, we need to keep an eye on. 786 levels, we have confluence there, we have weekly naked point of controls, we have daily levels here. 786 level is an important level to watch, okay. A little bit further up, we have the point of control of this entire range that can offer resistance as well. So we don't know which way the market's going to go, but at least we know of all the possible scenarios that could play out, okay. And if we do fall to the downside, what you would like to see is what's happened in the past, okay? Every time we claim the low, we swing failure from the low and we get a nice move to the upside. Again, we swing failure from the low over here, okay? And we're getting a nice move here to the upside. So if we fall down, if you get acceptance back above, this is where you want to long, okay? You get acceptance back above the low over here, like we've done over here, like we've done over here, and potentially what like we're going to do over here if we do fall to the downside. This could be, like we're all saying, this could, okay, be the low for now. Like we said, this could be the low for now. This could be the low for now. This could be the low for now. But what I can tell you guys is that if we get acceptance back above this low over here and the price falls, we get acceptance back above, another swing failure pattern, this could be the one, okay? If this is not the one, this could be the one that takes us to higher levels. But we still have greater probabilities regardless of what happens over here. The probabilities are still higher to come and take this high, okay, before we go into a bear market. Just a game of probabilities. But I mean like a proper bear market that we've seen during 2023, 2022, okay? Proper bear market. Right, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Could you comment Wyckoff accumulation, please? Right, I don't actually have that prepared now, but I will definitely get that ready for the next live stream. Okay, what if we apply FIP 73k to 49k, dear vault, down below, right? Let's go here onto the daily. Let me clean this up. Take this out the way. Okay, 73k to 49. That we've. Oh, I see what you mean. You want to see a FIP from the highs to the lows that we've recently made. This. Okay, and then what? Okay. The reason the probabilities are still higher to come and take this high over here is because when you zoom into the structure, okay, let me take this FIP out the way, and I've explained this many times, but I know some of you have not seen all of the live streams, is that purely from a Fibonacci perspective, okay, when you take a FIP from the high to the low, we have tapped the 0.8, okay, another FIP from the high to the low, we have tapped the 0.8. Okay, and you take a FIP from the high to the low, we have tapped the 0.8 multiple times. And purely from a Fibonacci and Elliott wave perspective is it increases probabilities. When you tap the 0.88, okay, it usually says, Elliott wave theory states that any move away is corrective. Any move away is corrective, any move away is corrective and not impulsive, which means you increase the probabilities of coming to take these highs at some point first. Okay, if you want to see impulses explode to the upside, you want to see, okay, maximum retracements at the 786, 786, 786. If we retraced here to the 786, 786, 786, I would have said, guys, I think there's a massive bear market incoming that no one is seeing, because then you are building a multitude of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you have a massive 3 here to the downside that can definitely go and close that CME gap at $9,000. I'm just not seeing it inside of the structure at the moment. Okay, hope that makes sense. I hope alt season will come in 6 months, more time to load up. Yes, I mean, looking at the total 3, I think we still have time. Okay, I see some of the alts are popping here at the moment. Just want to make sure. Total 3. Okay, go here onto the daily. Okay, this is definitely a possibility for total 3 over here. So just keeping the analysis dirty simple over here. I know it looks complex, but when I explain it, it just makes absolute sense. Where you potentially have a 1, 2, 3. We are busy with 4. All 4 is in. 4 is in already, where we retraced at the 618 inside of this consolidation area. We have this nice little downsloping trend, and we still expect the 5th wave here to the upside. Because remember, markets moves in 5 waves, okay, and it corrects in 3 waves, right? So what you would like to see here for momentum to continue is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then we go into a bear market again. And I mean, this for the alt, I mean, it can go higher. This is my conservative target, but I mean, this can be very explosive for the altcoins here to the upside. Okay. What else? What else? Alts to consider charting: Nia, Rune, and Gala. Let's go look at those 3 altcoins for the legends over here. Rune, I have still my bag of Rune. I'm just looking at Fetch. I was looking at Fetch this morning. I mean, for those of you that's been following me, you know this pattern, okay? Bullish pennant here to the downside, and we're breaking to the upside. Many of the altcoins that I'm following or tracking at the moment are in similar patterns. Yesterday, I analyzed, I think, Tron, TRX, and TON, where I mixed it up a little bit. For those of you that did watch the live stream, I mean, those are not the coins I want to get into. These are the coins I want to get into, you know, that's breaking out at the moment. So let's go have a look at some altcoins over here. Rune, USDT, right. Why do I not have Rune on my list? Okay, let's go on to the daily. I just want to see what is cooking over here. I mean, Rune has done absolute phenomenal things. Okay. I think I have Rune here somewhere else that I've already charted. But I mean, okay, let's start on a fresh page. Yes, you can see how I've been doing Elliott wave theory in the past already on this coin. Let's just clean it up over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 4, 5. Okay. Oh, this actually looks good. This retracement looks good here by the 786. Okay, so I mean, keeping things simple, what you would like to see over here, and this can definitely be a possibility. Remember what I said, everything moves in 5 waves. What you want to see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the end. Right now you have a deep correction here to the downside, basically retracing your impulse. Also, what I like to do is I usually like to take my time fib as well to go and measure if the correction matches the impulse to the upside. Okay, let me just zoom out a little bit over here. Take the time fib. Okay, from the low to the high. Okay, so we have hit the minimum target. What I like to see is from an impulse, okay, and a corrective perspective, I like the 1-to-1 ratio. But the 0.382 here by the red line is considered the minimum retracement target. And we are almost at the 0.618. So I wouldn't be surprised, okay? I just have to say it because I see all the altcoins are popping here to the upside. Everyone believes the bull run is starting at the moment, especially for some of the altcoins. I just have to be that negative Nelly that says that the correction can still continue. Yes, you can get upwards momentum here and then you fall down, still making a lower high. And then here, when is this? 10th of December, okay? During December, okay, where you have your 1-to-1 extension, you could see another explosion to the upside to go and claim the high. Okay, but unfortunately, we can't predict the market. I really like 1-to-1 extensions. That's where most corrections finish from an impulsive perspective. The 382 is the minimum target. I am a little bit concerned that we have not even tapped the 618 over here. We are starting to pump before tapping the 618 over here. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if this creates that euphoria, the false euphoria, and then we fall down and we just go, oh, we just go sideways. You go sideways, sideways, sideways. People lose interest. The alts are dead. No one wants to buy alts anymore. And then when you hit this one-to-one extension over here, or even just inside of this zone, okay, I would expect some momentum to the upside. But it feels like it's a little bit early. Well, not feel, technically, okay, let me rephrase my words. Technically, it looks like it's a little bit early, okay. Let's see, okay. The market is here to surprise us, right? I think the linear scale might actually have a better trend. Let's just confirm. That's a better trend. Okay, we are actually breaking out, right? We have to acknowledge we are breaking out. We are breaking a long down sloping trend. Okay, from $10, what is that? $11. Okay, we are breaking out here at the moment. So the question is it going to be a fake out, or is it going to be continuation here to the upside? Right. So I mean, you've missed the breakout. Well, when I say you missed the breakout, I hope you bought the lows, okay? Because I bought the lows, okay, on some of the altcoins. I didn't buy Rune because I have a spot bag of Rune, and I bought during the bear market low, so I'm quite happy with the gains. Even with this momentum here to the downside, I'm still in profit, so I'm happy about my Rune bags. And this is, I sold my XRP a couple of years ago, and I bought Rune, Solana, and Render, okay? So I'm still massively in the profits with my Rune bags, even with this low over here. So I'm just enjoying the momentum here to the upside at the moment. If it does break to the upside, I think this is quite, a significant break already. 6%, not so significant. But I mean, if you want to day trade this, you must be careful. You must be really careful if you want to day trade this, okay? If you need to put your stop where it's supposed to go, underneath the low, you're playing the breakout over here, you want to claim the highs. Okay, you enter here, your stop loss is 43% away. So be careful. You need to manage risk properly. Okay. Right, let's go into the smaller time frames over here. I mean, very sharp downwards momentum. But I mean, this is why the trend line strategies are so powerful. Okay. Breakout, and you're coming to claim the high over there. So I mean, this is where you also wanted to catch it. You wanted to catch this breakout, okay? There's also a nice little diamond pattern. I see a reversal pattern in there. Beautiful diamond pattern over here, okay? Confirming momentum here to the upside. And now what you want to wait for is you can zoom into the smaller time frames. Okay, this is what I do when I miss a breakout on a token or a commodity or an equity or Bitcoin or Rune or whatever you want to play. Okay, you zoom into the smaller time frames and you can see that there's little trends, okay, that has nice little breakouts to the upside. Look at this one, beautiful breakout, retest of the trend, continuing the momentum here to the upside. Here's another one, okay, beautiful breakout here to the upside. So if you've missed the pump, you wait for a consolidation. Okay, you wait for this, right? So that you can manage your risk. So that you know. Okay, let me try again. So that you know you can manage your risk. Okay, stop goes below the low. Stop goes below the low when you play the breakouts. Now, there's no trend here. You have to wait for consolidation. So what you would like to see is Rune pumps. It slows down, and maybe it starts pumping again, and there's your trend. Okay, so you wait. If you've missed the breakout on your favorite altcoin, zoom into the smaller time frames, wait for consolidation, wait for a trend to form so that you can exercise good risk management. Don't FOMO in, because you might be that person that FOMOs in here and the price does this. Okay, and then you are deep under the water as it starts retracing. Maybe it gets the breakout, okay, or maybe it gets acceptance back below the trend and then it crashes back down. Okay, you need to be patient, and that's why they say patience rewards traders in this game. Okay, you have to wait for the consolidation areas to form. So where Rune is at the moment, you have to unfortunately wait. There's no two ways about it. Okay, if you're FOMOing into a trade over here, I hope you do have a risk management strategy to protect yourself. Okay, right. Breaking news, Fed Chair Powell indicates rate cuts ahead. This time has come for policy to adjust. Wow. Okay. Is this impacting the price of Bitcoin? Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Let's just take all this crap here out the way. Let's go into the smaller time frames. Good. Wow. Good news indeed. Okay. It looks like we're going to break the resistance. And this is what I was hoping for. This was what I was hoping for. Okay, we broke the trend. I had a trend in here. Okay, there was my trend. Let me see if I'm still in that trade. I actually did trade that. Yes, I'm currently in the profits. Right, and this is why I like the one line trend strategy. I know, okay, where to put my stop loss. We have broken out, we retested it, and now we're getting continuation here to the upside. This is why I like my one line trend strategy. And now I'm currently nicely in the profits. Okay, so great trade. Cool. So this is absolutely fantastic. Nice little breakout here from the price of Bitcoin. Now, what you would like to see, okay, we need to break through this resistance. Okay, I want to see us claim these. Okay, we've already claimed both of these. I want to see us claim the high. Okay, no, don't reject now. Don't reject. Go claim the high. Okay, it needs to claim the high. Okay, there is some nice green volume supporting the momentum here to the upside. It needs to claim the high, find support for continuation to the upside. Still maintaining the trend. Okay, the momentum is up. Higher high, higher high. You want to see the momentum continue here to the upside. The trend is your friend until the end. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, it could be, and I do see from news events, okay, typically what happens is people see the price pump, they FOMO in with high leverage position, the 100x, 50x, their entire accounts. This is typically what some traders do because, you know, they FOMO, they don't practice good risk management, and they see the pump, they start FOMOing into the trade. And then what the market makers does is that, okay, price needs to continue, it's going to continue, let's first wipe them out and then we continue. Okay, be careful. That's why I don't FOMO into trades. Okay, I don't, because that happens, especially if you go in with high leverage positions. My stop is over there. I entered in this zone over here, right? And if I get stopped out, by all means, I'm not risking more than what I can afford to lose. I'm losing less than 0.5% of my capital. Okay, I don't care. Well, it's not that I don't care. It's just that I've already written off the loss in my mind when I entered the trade. Okay. Right, so be careful. Please do not FOMO, legends. I mean, that's what happens, okay? Good news, great news comes out. You see this candle, everyone starts FOMOing in. They're like, oh, we're going to $100,000. Okay, great news. We're getting rate cuts. I remember the last time we got good news from a interest rate perspective. We got a nice little pump and a massive dump to the downside. Okay, so be careful. Be careful. Right, I just want to check something over here. Where's my mouse? Legends, that is unfortunately all I have time for today. Thank you so much for joining. Please smash up the like. Have yourselves a super weekend. Remember, down in the description, here's the exchanges that I use to do my daily trading. I've also got the Legends trading community if you'd like to come and join us. Have yourselves an awesome weekend. And there we're getting the dump. Okay, yeah, this is what you need to be careful of. Okay, people FOMO in and the market makers comes to wipe you out. Okay, don't FOMO. Do not FOMO. Right. Have yourselves an awesome weekend. I'm glad I saw the price action here. I hope you guys enjoyed the alpha during the live stream. And then until the next one, cheers for now.